I'm Becky, and this is Becky's Homestead. Today we're at our local library, and this is Patty. Not only are we lucky enough to have a fantastic library, but she's also a master gardener. So we're going to talk with her a little bit today.
What I wanted to say about these books is they are guides, they are story guides. Story is a publisher that publishes only things about farming and raising animals. They have books not only on animals, but on how to build little outhouses and buildings and stuff for your farm. And they actually have books on preserving food, but mostly it's on raising animals. Whatever you have to raise, and it's for the small farmer, homesteader person. It's not for large herds. It's for just
Keeping a few.
Right. The person in the community who wants to come in the library and raise a pig. You know, we've got a book for you.
So don't be afraid to give it a try. You know, get a book, read about it, and then just go home and give it a try. Don't be afraid. And even if you fail, who cares? You can just try again. And you kind of have to have that attitude.
This is another story publication. The publisher who publishes about animals, and this is one of their publications on how to build a barn or a small building for your animals. This is bird boxes and feeders for the garden if you want to attract wildlife, especially birds to your garden.
Which is nice. Birds are
Which are
beautiful
neat.
and very interesting to watch. So it seems like Stories Publishers, is that what the name is? A really good source.
Right.
So I would think anybody could use that source, and most libraries would probably carry those books.
Right.
Well, Patty, I know you're a master gardener, and what exactly is that?
The thing about being a master gardener is you have to take a course learning about lawns, let's say. We have a class on learning all the different grasses and lawns and all the perennials, and we go and we went to some of the stores to learn how to read labels on fertilizer bags and pesticide bags and stuff like that. You know, you just learn everything there is to know about gardening. It doesn't really make you a master. It just makes you
Masterful.
right. You know where to go for those answers.
Okay, now we're going to talk about seedlings. As we said, we live in Florida, and our master gardener told us we can raise seedlings all year long here because we have the benefit of our sunny state. We can garden all year.
This is just a couple examples of a way to start seeds. You can buy these little peat pots. They're about this big when you buy them, and you have to soak them in water, and then they get to be this big. And you just put a seed in it. And then you have to keep them damp because these will dry out very, very quickly.
That is one thing I noticed with mine as well. You do have to attend to these daily, and they dry out very quickly, and then your little seedling will die easy. But one of the benefits of this is you can just plant this whole little thing. You just dig a hole and plant it. But they do take a little more diligent care for the watering.
Actually, any seed you plant is going to need some diligent care. You're going to have to keep it watered, no matter what. Even if it doesn't, you cannot put a seed in the ground and leave it alone. If you're growing a vegetable or a flower, you have to keep it watered. You have to kind of baby it.
Baby those
Well,
babies.
It is a baby that's being grown here, and I just really love watching little seeds sprout. It's the coolest thing.
Yeah, you feel so happy when you see the little baby poke up.
What a success.
I know, it's awesome. I love that.
And so this is just a tray. This is a cheapo way to do it. You know, I've got soil on here, but to help me keep it wet, I put a layer of vermiculite on top of this dirt.
What is vermiculite?
Vermiculite is
because it looks
like
different.
It's like a ground up rock or something, but it holds moisture, and that's its duty, is to hold moisture. And I bought a 10-pound bag of vermiculite at the feed store, and a 10-pound bag of vermiculite is this tall. Because it's so lightweight.
Isn't that interesting?
It is the lightest weight, but then when you wet it, it compacts.
It presses down?
It presses down and it holds moisture. I have more success putting seeds in vermiculite than I do
in this method.
Yes. And these are zinnia seeds that I just put in 2 days ago.
They're that
2
big.
days ago, and they have sprouted. And
Wow.
you'll notice too that in some places I put 2 seeds, and that's just I don't know if it's an old wives' tale or what, but if you put 2 seeds in the pot, they compete or something, and one is bound to grow. But you can see here, I got 2.
Yes.
And sometimes I clip off the second one.
I was
put
gonna
two
say,
pepper,
do you
I put 2 pepper seeds in
pull
here.
one out?
I just clip it off.
I see.
I'm afraid to pull it out because you might pull out the root of the other one. Right.
Okay.
So you just clip it off with your finger.
So eventually you do thin them to just one.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
One question I have is, can you just mix that in with the dirt, or do you just put that on the top?
Well, when I'm sprouting the seeds, I just put it on the top.
Okay, now we're going to take a couple questions from the audience that we have, and we're going to answer your question.
Yes, I do have a question. What sort of plants can you plant alongside vegetables that will keep the bugs from getting on the vegetables? I've heard of the companion planting.
Good question.
I'm gonna
I
go get a
actually
book.
Just bought a book on that, and it says like carrots love tomatoes or some book like that.
And we happen to have a book here called Take 2 Plants, The Gardener's Complete Guide to Companion Planting.
Companion planting is what it's called.
Right.
Okay, we have another question.
Most of the plants that you find at your local nurseries or the seeds or anything are hybrids. A lot of people, it seems, do not know about the heirloom varieties. Is there something that you could recommend to them to encourage them to plant these and save the seeds for future generations?
Good question. That is awesome. I like the heirloom seeds too.
And your local library should have a book on heirloom seeds. And we have one called Gardening with Heirloom Seeds. Now you can also, on the internet, there's going to be plenty of sources. And actually, I have a catalog at home on heirloom seeds
Nice.
too. So you
can still order them.
Right, they are out there.
Yes. So I want to give a big thanks to Patty, and
very
I want to
welcome.
encourage everybody to come to their local library and take advantage of all the information a homesteader could benefit from. If you have any questions or suggestions, feel free to email me. Happy homesteading. Bye-bye.
That's cute.
There. So it's, because audio is important.
Oh,
when
disease. Well, this is natural disease control, not cricket. But okay.
Oh, wait, one second. Okay, we have another question.